Welcome to WagerTalk TV. I am Kelly in Vegas, joined by Hakeem Prophet at Ski Prophet on Twitter and Teddy Covers at Teddy_Covers. Make sure you guys are giving both of those gentlemen a follow. Always great information. And don't forget to check out the WagerTalk Instagram. We get free plays from these guys all week long. Right now, Teddy's got a free play up on my story, so make sure you guys head over there and check that out. We were talking right before this video started. This is one of the games that perplexes me the most this week. Now, I was on the Texans last week, and bonehead Bill O'Brien got me again. I thought this was a perfect kind of a sandwich spot for the Ravens. Sure enough, he punts when he should have, went for it. He goes for it when he should have punted. One of those things all over again. Texans were a 6-point underdog, now just a 4-point underdog at the Steelers. Now, the Steelers defense looked pretty good last week. I know that once Drew Lock went out and Jeff Driscoll came in, the Broncos were able to get that backdoor cover. But Hakeem, talk to me and your thoughts on this matchup, the line move, and what are you thinking about playing, if anything at all, in this matchup?
I'll be honest, Kelly, right at this moment, I'm kind of in line with you that this is not my favorite game of the week. But the mismatch for me is kind of on the defensive line for the Steelers versus the offensive line for the Texans. I think the Steelers D kind of just shuts down the Texans. And, the Steelers, their offense has improved a lot since last year. They have Big Ben back. They have Juju plus a couple other receivers, Johnson, Claypool. So I think the Steelers can take care of business versus your buddy, Bill O'Brien. And I think this is more of a lower scoring game because Steelers D holds down the Texans.
All right, Teddy, talk to me about this game and what I'm missing here. This looks like it's begging me to take the Steelers, which normally has me going, okay, I need to take a second look at this game. I just don't know if I want to back this Texans team. I understand that was some big money to move that line down. Your thoughts on this matchup?
So you can easily look at the Texans as being an undervalued commodity right now, a significantly undervalued commodity with Houston. Because let's not forget who they played in the first 2 weeks. They played Kansas City and Baltimore. And I don't know about you guys, but I have both of those teams 4 points better than the number 3 team in the NFL. So
who is your number 3 team?
Yeah, but my number 3 team is it the Saints? I got the Saints.
The Saints is my number 3 team.
Yeah, right up in the in that mix. I have Pittsburgh hanging out there too in the top 5, and yet I still have some questions about the Steelers. In particular, again, we have to pay a lot of attention to the 2-0 versus the 0-2 because the 0-2 teams have been a long-term, very profitable subset against the 2-0 teams.
I'm not going to cut you off, but I wanted to share that stat really quickly. 0-2 sure. ATS teams for week 3. 22-7 against the spread in the last 4 years, 44-28 against the spread the last 10 years. And that Texans is right in that mix.
Absolutely. And they're in that mix because they played 2 great teams. Right? They played the 2 best teams in the NFL to open the season. So, of course, the markets are going to crash on Houston. But what we've seen is the wise guys are all over this team. They want the 0-2 against the 2-0. And there's a couple of factors in play there as well. First, we saw some defensive vulnerability from Pittsburgh last week, and we've seen enough offensive question marks from the Steelers. Everyone's like, oh, Big Ben's back, everything's fine. If you watch Big Ben, he's not vintage Big Ben, not even close yet. His mobility in the pocket isn't there, and his ability to throw into traffic isn't there. He's kind of chucking it up and letting his receivers make plays. Johnson's made some big plays. Claypool had the big touchdown last week. It's worked so far, but in terms of will that be a strategy? Is this vintage Steelers offense from 5 years ago? It's not. It's not. The other factor to consider, go look at Deshaun Watson's career. Go back to college, go through his first NFL seasons. The guy doesn't lose games by margin, and he's coming off back-to-back losses by margin. If you're down 10 and the Texans have the ball, and it's Deshaun Watson against the Steelers' prevent defense, you're not going to be confident with your Steelers ticket on that final drive. Watson has come through the back door many times before. I could only take Houston plus, and if I'm taking the Texans plus the points, you better believe I'm going to have at least a little sprinkle on the money line.
All right, great stuff, guys. Make sure you head over to the WagerTalk YouTube channel and check out all of our videos that we have to offer.